Welcome everyone to my channel. This is your first time here. Pull up a seat, sit down. As you can see behind me, we have books and books and books. We're going to go on a bookshelf tour in bookshelf order from 1 to whatever my bookshelf ends at. I don't know. I don't remember what number I left. But that's what we're going to do today, okay? So, buckle in. You will not see me for this, but that is okay. So, bookshelf tour. What I have on my bookshelf currently at the moment for little knickknacks. This is a little sake cup with a little geisha woman on it with the Kingdom Hearts lovely Eye of the World, I think it's called, or something, Keyblade. Also, we have this. It says, "Daughter, thank you for being such an important piece of my life. Love you forever," from my step mummy that I love so much. Okay, so here we are. These lovely books from here to here. Okay, so from there to here is all Laura Adrian's Midnight Breed series. We have Kiss of Midnight and Kiss of Chrism. I had these from a long time ago when they were first coming out. I joined some kind of book club, and that's what sent me for free for joining said book club. Then we have Midnight Awakening, Midnight Rising, Veil of Midnight, Shades of Midnight, Ashes of Midnight, Taken by Midnight, Deeper Than Midnight, Darker After Midnight. So, these all here are part of the first arc in the series, because there's like 2 arcs in the Midnight Breed series. The first one deals with a bad guy from Midnight Breed. The second one deals with Atlanteans. So then you have Laura Adrian's Edge of Dawn, Crave the Night, Bound to Darkness, Defy the Dawn, Claimed in Shadows, Break the Day, Fall of Night, King of Midnight. Now these aren't all of her what she has, unfortunately. There's a bunch of novellas. I've never read any of them. I don't really do many novellas, besides maybe like Arsène Lupin and Sherlock Holmes novellas. Other than that, I don't really do novellas. So this is Grim Reaper End of Days by Steve Alton. It's actually book 1 in the Purgatory series, though will we ever see book 2? I have no fucking clue. It's actually really good multi-perspective about how a delusional woman who makes a delusional virus could destroy Manhattan in 24 hours. This is from Blood and Ash, the first volume by Jennifer L. Armentrout. I've heard some good things about it. So I want to read it. It's not come up in my TBRs yet, so hopefully, eventually, it will. Then we have The Red Queen by Victoria Aveyard. I heard this is like a, like The Hunger Games, sort of. So, I didn't like The Hunger Games all that much, so I'm hoping I'll like this. I hate that that's there. Yeah. I'm hoping I like it. The Cruel Prince by Holly Black is the first book in the Folk of the Air and a novel of Elfhame. Also, that's it for that bookshelf. I've read all but these 2, which you'll see more in-depth TBR, a literal thing of how many books I have not read type deal thing, when we get to that. I forgot to put a book back on there. So, here are the things on this shelf. These are my little knickknacks, okay? This is another geisha short shot with another keyblade on it, of course. And this is Nagini with Voldemort's wand. It's kind of top heavy, so it's really hard to keep it not to fall. It's a little frustrating. I think I figured out how to make it where it don't fall and I don't need support, because normally I put it up against something for support. So that means 2 out of however many books here have been unread for the first bookshelf. For bookshelf number 2, we have, of course, The Wicked King, which I read for December. Is part 2 of the Folk of the Air. This one, The Queen of Nothing, I haven't read yet. These are by Holly Black. It's the second to last one in the Folk of the Air. Then we have Shadow and Bone by Lee Bardugo, and Siege of Storm by Lee Bardugo. I've read Shadow and Bone, so I have to read. Also, here is Six of Crows by Lee Bardugo and Crooked Kingdom by Lee Bardugo. I've read these 2. So I've finished off this duology. Yay. And that's why I want to read The Shadow and Bone, because it technically is the beginning of it all. And it's supposed to be interesting, you know? Frozen 2's Force of Shadows by Camila Benko. It was a really good read. I liked it. A Whole New World, A Twisted Tale by Liz Bradshaw. I read this one, so I went ahead and bought the next one in the Twisted Tale series, which is Once Upon a Dream by Liz Bradshaw. And I can't wait to get to it. And then we have the first book in A Crowns of Nixia, The Serpent in the Wings of Night by Casria Broadbent. It's book 1 of the Nightborn duet. So I'm looking forward to reading the Crowns of Nixia series. Then we have my beat up copy of Dan Brown's Angels and Demons, The Da Vinci Code by Dan Brown. And since it's still November, I'm currently reading The Lost Symbol by Dan Brown. Hopefully I will be done that by the end of December. Then there's Inferno and Origin, which I have not read, as well as the newest one, The Secret of Secrets, I think it is. So I can't wait to read that. Technically this book doesn't go back on this shelf. I'm about to pull it off. We have Polar Nights Cast into Darkness by Jen Calonita and Mari Mancusa. I've read Polar Nights. We have Christian Cashore's Graceling. I have read it, but not for not for you guys. And then Spellslinger by Sebastian de Castell. I'm pretty sure this is a series. So out of this bookshelf, I have not read, for you guys, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's 8 unread books on that shelf. Now for bookshelf 3, which has a lot of books on it. And it's a little weird, so we're going to try and do this. Okay. We have Flamecaster by Cinda Williams Chima. I have read this one. It's part of the Shadow Realms, which is actually a sequel to another one called The Seven Realms. I didn't know that when I bought it. And I bought it for, not this book, I think it's the next book. One of the books. Shadowcaster is the second book in the series. I haven't read this one, so I'm excited to get into it whenever I get it pulled. Then there's this lovely beat-up copy that I found at a little library, Agatha Christie's Sleeping Murder. I've never actually read this one. It's a Miss Maple mystery. And then there were none. Agatha Christie. This is actually my first January TBR. So, yes, we will be reading that one in January. Put all these back. Oh no, I knocked the book over. The Bone Witch by Rin Chupeco. I have read this one. The Heart Forger by Rin Chupeco. I cannot wait to read that one. Oh, right. The Red Queen is also on my list of January TBRs, so I'll be reading The Red Queen as well. So, yay to that one. I also think the next one is coming up is something also on my TBR for January. Okay, so Soul Leveling Book 1 by Qigong. Soul Leveling Book 2 by Qigong I have officially read. Soul Leveling Book 3 by Soul Leveling 2 by Qigong is one I'm actually going to be reading. So I've read Book 1. Book 2 is the next one on my list. Then there is actually Book 3. Book 4. Book 5. Book 6. Book 7. And of course, Book 8. I can't wait to read them. I read the manhwa for it, so it's really interesting how it's almost exactly like the novels. So it's really cool to see. This is all Cassandra Clare from Here to Here. I have not read everything in the Cassandra Clare, so yay for that. Clockwork Angel by Cassandra Clare, The Infernal Devices, Book 1 is actually on my list to read for this month. There's also Chain of Gold by The Last Hours, Book 1. I have read this one. This is the second book in the series, Chain of Iron. I have not read it yet. Then we have City of Bones, The Mortal Instruments, Book 1. Ashes, The Mortal Instruments, Book 2. Book 3, The City of Glass. Book 4, which is the City of Fallen Angels. Then we have Book 6, Book 5, which is the City of Lost Souls. Book 7, which is the City of Heavenly Fire. And that book just fell back. Don't do that. Then a book I have read, which is a Chunky Boy. Chunky Girl, actually, because it's Lady Midnight. Book 1 of the Dark Artifices. And then, of course, there is, I haven't read it yet, Lord of Shadows, The Dark Artifices, Book 2. I am not looking forward to that. Do you see how thick that book is? That is a big boy. Over 700 pages. Almost 750 pages, to be exact. That's a lot of books, man. I mean, a lot of pages. A lot of words. It seems like when she started getting better in her writing in world building of the Shadowhunter world, she just started making the books chunkier and chunkier as she went along. Because these are the original books that she first started writing. So as you see, 1, 2, 3, and 4 are not really that chunky. 5 is starting to get there. 6 is like, there we are. And from there, they've just gotten bigger. Just gotten bigger. The last books on this are Artemis Fowl series by Owen Colfer. So the Artemis Fowl Book 1, Artemis Fowl and the Arctic Incident, which I have read. Artemis Fowl and the Tourniquet. I think these are all the 3 that I have read. And then we have Artemis Fowl and the Opal Deception, which is the next book in the series, which I'm excited to read. Now, I think I'm going to keep this series when I'm done with it, because it's actually quite interesting for the fairy take on things. Mortals and fairies. So, yeah. Now, out of this whole bookshelf of what I haven't read, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21 that I haven't read for you guys. Also, I didn't show you what was on this shelf. We have this lovely Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom plaque. I don't have nowhere else for it right now. Once I have a place for it that's not my bookshelf in like a couple of years, it will not be there. And then my Haru TBR. Because he deserves a spot. This bookshelf is a little dark. Can we light it up somehow? Like, will that work? That does work. Okay, that works. We have a little way of lighting up. It's not the best lighting, but it's the lighting we have. Okay. You're just gonna have to deal with this lighting. The cat's trying to get to my phone now. Okay. So on this shelf, we have a conch. Why do we have a conch? Because I have a conch. That's all it is. Then we have another one of the geisha's shot glasses with another Kingdom Hearts blade in it. Why? Because I have so many of them. That's why. Okay. That's right. Okay. So, this one, of course, as you can see, is missing a book. There is a valid reason for this. One of my sisters has it, so that's why it's not physically here. So, continuing the Artemis Fowl series, we have Artemis Fowl in the Last Colony, Artemis Fowl in the Time Paradox, Artemis Fowl in the Atlantis Complex, Artemis Fowl in The Last Guardian, which is the last 4 books in the series. There's like another series that deals with his twin siblings, but I don't think I'm going to get into that. Then there is The Mummy, which is written by Max Allan Collins, based on the movie The Mummy is based off from. I think there's like 3 books in this series for it. I don't really know for sure, but that's okay. We don't really need to know for sure. So, here is How to Train Your Dragon. This is a special edition with brand new shorts in it. I have not read either of the shorts, so that's why it's like half done, because these are the shorts back here, and I haven't read them yet, but I will eventually read them. So, yeah, this is my special edition one. I do have another special edition of this one, that has like the book 3 on it, because this is movie 2 and it has movie 3 on it. This one says it has a poster inside, but I think, yeah, I've never torn that poster out. There's all the books. So I don't have the original book, but there is the poster for it that I'm never taking out. Trust me, if you try ignoring this particular dragon, it will eat you. So, yeah. Then we have 2, How to Be a Pirate. I've actually read this one. Then we have 3, which is How to Speak Dragonese. We have 4, How to Choose a Dragon's Curse. We have 5, How to Twist a Dragon's Tail. Then we have A Hero's Guide to Deadly. We have How to Ride a Dragon's Storm, which is book 7. Oh shit. Book 8 is How to Break a Dragon's Heart. Book 9 is How to Steal a Dragon's Sword. Book 10 is How to Seize a Dragon's Jewel. It's getting a little more fancy. That one is. Book 11 is How to Betray a Dragon's Hero. And then this one is How to Train Your Dragon. How to Fight a Dragon's Fury. This is book 12. And then there's also this. How to Train Your Dragon, The Complete Book of Dragons, A Guide to Dragon Species. This is all by Christina Cowell. So let me just put all this shit back. And then I'll explain the one book that is missing. I'll probably put a photo of it up so for you guys to see what it looks like. My copy of Cake Eater by Alice Medallion is being borrowed by my sister. It's been a couple of months. I don't know when I'm going to get it back, but this is the slot for it. So it's just sitting here waiting for when she comes back. Well, when she brings it back to me. So the next one is James Dashner's The Kill Order, The Fever Code, The Maze Runner, The Scorch Trials, and The Death Cure, which is the Maze Runner series. The first two are prequels to it. These three are, of course, part of the actual thing. And as you can see, I bought these after The Death Cure came out. The Maze Runner I've got secondhand. And I think the Scorch Trial, which is why that's got that little bump right there. I don't know what happened. But yeah. And that's bookshelf number 3. I just dropped that. Yay for that. This shelf, which looks alright for lighting. So, this shelf looks like it's got good lighting. I think these are the last two. Because I think it only came in 5. Because I don't see any more. So yeah, I think it came in 5s. So this has keys to shit. I don't know what this says. Oh, hey, look. My Hogwarts stuff and a button for my Nintendo Switch. It's a paw button. So, these are the last two lovely ones. Okay, in here for bookshelf 5, we have Dungeon Crawler Carl by Matt Dinniman, the start of the Dungeon Crawl series. I do want to read it, and I can't wait to get into it. So, that's the first book. And then this is a Beauty and the Beast retelling, a Lost in a Book, an Enchanted original story by Jennifer Donnelly. A Study in Scarlet and the... You're not even seeing that. I'm sure you see that book. A Study in Scarlet and the Sight of Four by Arthur Conan Doyle. The Valley of Fear and His Last Bow by Arthur Conan Doyle. The Adventures of Sherlock Holmes. I've read all of these. These ones I have not read except for one. And that was because I was in high school. The Memoirs of Sherlock Holmes. The Hound of the Basilisk is the only one I've read in high school. So there's that one. And then there's The Return of Sherlock Holmes. And of course, the Case Book of Sherlock Holmes. I have not read the rest of these. Like, there was only 2 Sherlock Holmes books I read, but I've seen a lot of Sherlock Holmes. And it's still my favorite. I don't care what anybody says. It's a good series. And I like it. You know what I forgot to tell you? How many books I've read off from this shelf? How many books have I read off from this shelf? No lot. So how many books haven't I read? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. I have not read 21 books. Like 1, 2, 3 books off from this bookshelf, technically. So, there we go. The Bell Shop by Sarah Beth Durst. I haven't read that one. Long Live the Pumpkin by Shay Earnshaw. I have read for you guys. Jekyll of Frank's Ecstasy, Jekyll of Frank's Rapture are 2 of the books I have recently read for you guys. The last book in the series for it, which is oh my gosh, get back in there. For that is because this is part of the Shadow Dweller series. These 2 books here, and my shit doesn't stop falling. So these are for the Shadow Dweller series, and this is the last one I have to read for you. These should actually have different names to them because it should say Trace on this one. It should say Magnus for this one. And this one, I think, is Sagan. Yeah. Or Gwyn, I don't know. It's supposed to be one of them. It's supposed to be about the main male character. That's what it's supposed to be, because these are her Nightwalker series. You have Jacob. You have Gideon. You have Elijah. You have Damien. You have Noah, right? So, and then you have Adam. That is the Nightwalker series. It's all set in the same universe. So you have the Shadow Dwellers and this series all in the same universe. Then we get into this series, which goes on to the next bookshelf. The Time I Got Reincarnated as a Slime. Volume 1. Volume 2. Volume 3. And Volume 4. Are all that fit on this shelf. I have read the first 2 so far. There's something on there. Oh, I think I'm getting rid of the... Oh, I hate that. And on this shelf, the ones I have not read. I have not read 1, 2, 3... For you guys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 of this shelf that I haven't read for you guys. Ain't that something? Alright. On to the next shelf, which is actually has a hole, but there's a reason for it. That will eventually be filled in. So we have this very glued together Bell of Doves, because I don't know. And we have Harry Potter's wand with his Patronus on the front of it. So, yeah, you can't really see because it's dark in there. But there it is. That's what I have on this shelf. So, this series is almost complete. There's 2 books supposed to be left. That's what these are for, 22 and 23. Because, yeah, if you can see, you only have up to 21. So 22 and 23 is supposed to go right here. So you have 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh my god, go all the way. Go all the way over. Thank you. 10, 11, 12, 13. I don't think 14 is going to fit. 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, and 21. So that's a lot. I read 0 of them. Yeah, 0 of these have been read, but that's because I've only read 2 of the series. But I have watched up to season 3 of That Time I Got Reincarnated as a Slime. So I think season 3 ends at... Yeah. Season 3 is like in between these two right here. 9 and 10 volume. So I've seen the seasons, but I can't wait to read to see what's difference between the seasons and the series, because there is a difference. There's a lot more explanation, a lot more experimentation on how he learns how to do his powers and everything else in that. So there's that. This was recommended to me by one of my subscribers, saying I might like the Outlander series by Diana Gabaldon. So this is the one I have picked up, and until I see whether or not I like the series, that's just the one I'm going to have. Memories of a Geisha by Arthur Golden. It's supposed to be like about what happens to those who were geishas back in the olden time. So that's going to be interesting to read. I've seen the movie. I'm wondering how different it is. Here's Eon by Alison Goodman, and the sequel to it in the 2-book series, Iona. Can't wait to get into that. Hey. Then we have Belladonna by Adeline Grace. I am looking forward to reading that. We have the 2 for the Lawful Times series by Daniel B. Green, Breach of Peace, and Rebel's Creed, which is not done. The series is not done, so there's more to come. But obviously, he's, at the time of this recording, working on publishing Better Dead, which is standalone, I believe, and not part of a series. Then we have the first book in Neon Ghost, which is A Witch's Sin. I don't know how many of these are planned. I don't know when he's going to do more. Why does this cover look janked? It's like not covering the whole book. Is there like something wrong? Yeah. Oh, the cover is just not big enough for the book. Got it. That's a little weird. That should usually cover the whole book. Then we have Grimm Fairy Tales by the Brother Grimm, so the original Grimm's Fairy Tale. Reflection on the Way to the Gallows, Rebel Women in the Pre-War Japan, edited and translated with an introduction by Mikiso Hane. Then we have Quicksilver by Callie Hart. I didn't think it was supposed to be book 1, but it is book 1. She came out with a second book called Brimstone. So I guess this is part of a series now. Same with this by Allie Hazelwood Bride. I didn't think it was going to be a series either, but it came out with a book 2 called Mate. I don't know if I'm going to like it or not. We'll see. And the last 2 books on here is Goblin Quest and Goblin Hero by Jim C. Hines. There's actually a 3rd book in the series, and I've read these for you guys so far. The first one I read physically, and the other one I read audibly. So there's that. Now, for this one, how many books have I not read for you? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. There's 26 books on here that I have not read for you guys. That's kind of ridiculous. You'll see it when I go through the whole physical TBR and what I have not read for you guys. Okay. This is the next bookshelf for you guys that I have. So here is my Legend of Zelda amiibo. I've actually lost one of these. It came with 2 of these little cup things, but the second one is missing. I don't know where the fuck it went. I think one of the kids got a hold of it and it made it vanish. So I'm a little sad about that. But what you can do when kids come into your room and play with shit they're not supposed to be touching. All the way over here in this nice little corner over there, which is dark. We're not going to go over there. We have Goblin War, the last one in the Jim C. Hines novel series, Jig the Goblin. We have the start of the Realm of the Elderlings by Robin Hobb. There's there's a lot of books in this one. I don't remember how many, but The Willful Princess and The Piebald Prince is what actually prequel to the whole series. So there's that. And then we get into the bulk of the series. Now this is all part of the Realm of the Elderlings, so it's kind of big. The first trilogy within it is the Farseer trilogy, which is Assassin's Apprentice, Royal Assassin, and Assassin's Quest, which deal with Fitz chivalry. All of it deals with Fitz chivalry. Well, majority of it does. There's some that don't, but there's some that do. And then the next one in the series, which doesn't deal with Fitz, is the Live Ship Traders trilogy, which is the Ship of Magic, Mad Ship, and Ship of Destiny. I actually don't know who this is about, but I'm excited to read it. Now these are all in order of how you're supposed to read the book series. So literally from the Princess all the way down to Assassin's Fate. This is the next one in the trilogy, which is a Tawny Man trilogy series within the Realm of the Elderlings. Fool's Errand, Golden Fool, and Fool's Fate. This is about Fitz and Fool, the Fool. The next one is the only one that actually has 4 books in the series. Why? I don't know. It just does. So, let's get these out. So this is the only one with the 4 books in the series. You can't actually read that title, so let's bring these in. You have a Dragon Keeper. And Dragon Haven that you just fell down. Sorry guys, Dragon Haven did not want to stand up properly. So, yeah, you have these two. Would you go back here and give me a better view of your title? Thank you. Dragon Haven. It doesn't really want to stand up for some reason. Then you have the City of Dragons and the Blood of Dragons. It's all part of the Rain Wild Chronicles. There's 4 books in that series. Why? I don't know, but there is, I guess, because she couldn't fit it all into 3 books like she does for the rest. I don't know why. She could have made them bigger. And then the last 3 in the Fitz and the Fool trilogy, which is Fool's Assassin, Fool's Quest, and Assassin's Fate. So, really looking forward to reading these one day. Really looking forward to reading them. Then we have the beginning of the Bishop series, the Bishop Files, Bishop series, the Bishop Criminal Unit, whatever they freaking call it. I know it's called something, I just don't remember. Special Crimes Unit novel series. For the Evil series it's called, but it's like a encompassing different series within it. This is Stealing Shadows. It's the first one in a trilogy, and I can't wait to read more. So, K. Hooper goes right there. There's more K. Hooper right there, but we're going to get to that one later. Well, in a minute. So, out of this one, the ones I have read for you guys, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. There's 18 books on this, 19 books. 19 books on this, and I haven't read 17 of them for you guys. Yay. The next one. Go away, phone. You go away, too. The next one on my bookshelf, we have this little thing here. It came with a pre-order of something I got, but this is Shelian and Wachan from Heaven's Official Blessing. And if all else fails, take a nap. Wise words, indeed. Indeed. Do not fall off. That book thing is always falling off. This little book cover thingy right here, it's always falling off. Okay, this one doesn't have really good lighting, but there is a book back there. We'll get to it. We will get to it. So we have Continuing the Bishop Special Crimes Unit Bishop Files series thingy. You have Hunting Fear. Chill of Fear I have read for you. These are part of a trilogy itself. I don't have the last one, and I have to read the first one before I can get the last one. This one is actually the second book in another one series called The Blood. It's like the Blood series, I guess, because you got the Fear series, you got the Shadow series, the Fear series, the Blood series, because this is Blood Dreams. I have to order Blood Sins, which is the first book in this Blood series. And then we have A Deadly Web, which is another one. I don't know what technical is the Bishop File series by itself, but I need to read the First Prophet, which is the first book in this series, before I can get the third book. I'm just reading them. I just found, these three here, I found them at a, used bookstore, so that's why I have them, and I've decided I like them, so I'm buying more. So this one, I can't wait to read one day. The Disabled Tyrant's Beloved Pet Fish by Jui Shan Fei Hu. I apologize if I butchered this, but I kind of find it interesting. It looks cute, and I can't wait to get into it. And then the Apothecary Diaries by Natsu Hyuga 1 and the Apothecary Diaries 2. I've seen the seasons that are out currently, and I can't wait to read the novels to get more in-depth information about them, because obviously the anime series, can't have everything that happens within the novels, so I can't wait to read the novels to compare and contrast them. Now, this is called the Demonica series I have by Larissa Iona. I haven't actually read any of these, but I do like these types of novels, so this is why I have this one. This one I'm actually reading for you guys in January, so this will be determined whether or not I keep the series or I don't. It depends. This one's Pleasure Unbound. Then we have Desire Unchained, Passion Unleashed, Ecstasy Unveiled, Sin Undone, Reaver, Revenant, and Reaper. Now, this is not all of them. I am missing a few books in between somewhere. I'm gonna have to, if I like them, I'm gonna have to get them. If I don't, then there's no reason for me to worry about it at all. That's the basis. I shouldn't have bought all of these. I should have just sat there and got the ones that I found, which was these two. But then again, I had to get the first one in the series, because I think I got 3 books used, and I was like, oh, let me get the beginning of the series, so that way when I read, if I'll know whether or not I like it, right? I got these. 2 of them I got for Christmas by my stepmother, whom I dearly love, and then I found one for $3. I don't remember which one it was, but we have Ready to Die by Lisa Jackson, Deserves to Die, and Expecting to Die, which is part of her Die series. Or actually, it's called the Selena Alvarez Regan Pescoli series. I just like to say the Die series because that's literally what's in the title for every single one of them. I haven't tried it, but it's supposed to be fiction, but suspense fiction, which is something I do enjoy, suspense fiction or horror fiction. I'm not sure which. The Ghost Stories by M.R. James. It's just a bunch of ghost stories in it, and I'm hoping I enjoy it. If not, I'll haul. Then The Wheel of Time. Okay, I'm not sure when I'm supposed to be reading The Wheel of Time. Not for January. But eventually I will get into reading the Wheel of Time series. These are the only 2 books I do own. Yes, there is a difference. They were having a bunch of these when I bought this one, but when I went back, there were no more of this size. There was just this size. So, Books A Million, you need to decide what size you're going to be putting out and keep it out. Be nice, right? Make up your bloody mind. Now, the books I have read for you, I haven't read for you guys, is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 books on this bookshelf that I have not read for you guys. Sad face. There's a lot. Hey, bye-bye. Oh, you need to go up in here. I just found something that... Okay. Now we have this bookshelf, which is bookshelf 9. We have an angel. She's got a broken wing in several spots. There's nothing I can do about it when it gets dropped or anything like that, but she's still mostly wholly there. And then we have Lucius Malfoy's wand and his mask. How do I remember whose wand is what? Well, I'm sort of a Harry Potter fan, so I know that kind of shit. I know that kind of shit. We have, beginning off on this one, Julie Kagawa's Shadow of the Fox series. Book 1, Soul of the Sword, which is book 2, and book 3, which is Night of the Dragon. Then we have the first book in the God Killer series, or the Fallen Gods series, by Hannah Kaner. And then, Before the Coffee Gets Cold, we have the first book in that series by Toshikazu Kawaguchi. And then, for the last book we're going to showcase until we start over again is Chusengura, which is the Treasury of Loyal Retainers, a puppet play translated by Donald Keene. We have Volume 14 of the Vampire Hunter D series, The Rose Princess. No, Volume 9, sorry. By Hideyuki Kikuchi. Now, I don't know if I'm ever going to get more of the Vampire Hunter D series, because there's like 30 of them. Even though they're this small, I'm not sure if I want to invest into buying them all, because it's not the best series in the world about vampires, or half vampires as this is. I did see a movie once about it, and I did see this. It wasn't that expensive, so I picked it up. I don't know if I'm going to be investing more of my time into that. To start off with the Stephen King series that I have over here, we have The Gunslinger, book 1 of The Dark Tower. We have The Drawing of the Three, which is book 2. We have The Wastelands, which is book 3. They get thicker. I think this is the thickest boy, which is The Wizard and Glass in the series. And I think the second one is like the last book, which here's Wolves of Kala, which is book 5. Songs of Savannah, which is book 6, which is actually the second smallest book in the series. And then The Dark Tower, which is book 7. I'm not looking forward to reading this series because, like, why? Like, why? You can see on the spines, like, the thickest books ever. You know how thick they are. So, The Gunslinger is, like, the least thickness. And then you have the Song of Susanna. And then it's The Drawing of the Three. And then it's The Wastelands, Call of the Wolves, and I think The Dark Tower Tower, and then The Wizard and the Glass is like the thickest one for that series. Continuing with Stephen King, you have Mr. Mercedes, you have Gerald's Game, you have Misery, you have Bag of Bones, Cujo, don't fall. Everything's Eventual with Four Dark Tales. The Stand, complete and uncut edition. Dolores Claiborne. There's two more. I'm afraid that book's gonna fall. It looks like it's leaning. Stephen King's Talisman. Stephen King and Peter Straub's The Talisman. And Black House. There's a lot of Stephen King. I swear my niece is like prone to hurting herself. Now, this is in complete Japanese, but it's a Road to Ninja, the Naruto, the movie. By who? The author? I'm going to assume. So I gotta learn Japanese in order to be able to read. Oh, look. There's a bunch of things. But this is Jump J Books. So, I guess there's your author and publisher, maybe? Or both authors? I don't know. I don't know. I bought this in Japan, so, like, an authentic Japanese book from Japan. We have Dean Koontz, The Husband, and 2 books in the Odd series, Forever Odd, and the other one's on the other bookshelf, so we'll get to that one in a minute. So, that's all the books on this bookshelf. Dean Koontz, I liked The Husband. I didn't like The Dark Rivers of the Heart. I'm hoping I like the Odd series. I have to, like, get the first book in the series. I just haven't yet because I don't have no money. I'm poor. All the books I'm supposed to be getting right now is for current series that I am reading. That I don't own the next book for, so that way, or pre-orders of book series that I have, so that way I am not wasting all my money on books that I don't necessarily need at the moment. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 22, 23, 24 books on this bookshelf that I have not read for you guys. You can go down there. Okay. This one needs to have a backlight for the books back there, but I don't know how I'm going to hold this. Can I just like backlight it this way? No. No. I don't know what to do. This bookshelf is dark and there is literally nothing I can do about that because of the way it's made. It's a little irritating. Anyways, I guess you don't really need to see what's back there. Huh? I'll pull it out anyways. So, pull out into the light. We have... Oh, that's a... Maybe I do need... light that way. Yeah, that's about as good as light we're going to get. We do have the 20th anniversary Kingdom Hearts chopsticks sitting lovely right here. Unfortunately, you can't really see them, but here you go. That's what they look like up close. And you have the box, of course, that it came in, because it's displaying it proudly. And then we have this lovely Donald Duck from Kingdom Hearts 3 when he's in the Monster Inc. world. Alright, so this seems to be the area where all the light is, so that's where we're going to be putting all our books. So we have Odd Hours, the last Dean Koontz book that I own for the Odd series that he has. Then the Poppy Wars by R.F. Kuang, book 1. I don't have book 2 because I have to read, you know. And then the Asian Ghost Stories Gothic Fantasy Short Stories. That one looks like it's going to be a lot of fun. The Prophecy by Chris Kuzneski. This doesn't have anything on it because it's the Kindle. Welcome to the Kindle. It has 10 books on it that I'm going to be reading for you. I've already read the first one for you. The Mating Markers by Laurie and Tate. Yeah, so there you go. The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo by Stieg Larsson. It's a part of a series, but I don't know if I'm going to invest in that series. So, yeah, I don't know. Honestly, don't know if I'm going to do anything with that. And put my Odd Thomas back there. Like I said, this bookshelf is really not good for displaying anything on it. So we have Arsène Lupin, Gentleman Burger Law. Arsène Lupin versus Sherlock Holmes. I've read those first two for you. The rest I have not. The Hollow Needle, Arsène Lupin 813. The Crystal Stopper, The Confessions of Arsène Lupin, The Teeth of the Tiger, The Golden Triangle, The Return of Arsène Lupin, The Secret of Sarek, and The 8 Strokes of the Clock by Maurice Leblanc. Now, I don't have the rest of them because there's more that they're not translated into English or they're not within the reach of me. Unfortunately, because these are all translated from French. And I don't know French. And I'm not going to learn French. I tried. I don't remember much. Much at all from French. Then we have, oh my gosh, the Dream House King series by Robert Leparo, The House of Dark Shadows, Watcher in the Woods, Gatekeepers, my hard copy, Timescape, Whirlwind, and of course book 6, which is Frenzy. There you go. That's that. We also have The Giver by Lois Lowry. We're almost done with the shelf, and then we can go into Better Light. Better Light. We have The Age of Ra. The Age of Zeus, and The Age of Odin, which is part of the Pantheon series by James Lovegrove. I want to get more, but at the moment, like I said, I have to read these before I can get the next one in the series, which I haven't even started reading for you guys yet, so there's nothing I can do about that. Why are you not going in? Book, go in. I know you can fit. I made sure of it. We have A Court of Thorns and Roses by Sarah J. Maas. It's the first one in the ACOTAR series. I have not read anything else by her, or even this. It's on my list of shit to read. But not for January. So we have the Pendragon series. It won't stay up. I have read The Merchant of Death. I have read The Lost City of Far for you guys, and I read The Never War for you guys. This is all by DJ McHale. There's 3 more on this bookshelf. There is The Reality Bug, which is the next one in the series. Then we have Black Water. And of course, The Rivers of Zada on here. It's not all of the series, but the next ones are on the other bookshelf. Since I go in alphabetical order by author's last name, it's really hard to keep these all on the same bookshelf. It really is. But that's okay. We do this because this is the way my brain works and functions. Alright, I don't know if I'm going to need this for the next bookshelf. No, it looks okay. You can see majority of what's on this bookshelf. So, bring it into light. Bring you into semi-light. This says family is not an important thing, it is everything. And then this is Hogwarts. The tower and stuff that I'm missing off from this is actually inside of one of my geisha lovely shot glasses. It also doesn't run on... Oh, that's broken. Huh. My on-off switch is broken. It's supposed to light up, but, you know, children touching things and they're not supposed to. Okay, this is the rest of the Pendragon over here. By DJ McHale. Pull them all out in the lighter area where you can see them. So we have the Quillian Games and the Pilgrims of Rhine. And then we have the Raven Rise and the Soldiers of Hala, which is the last one. There's a side sequel with the Travelers of Hala, I think it is, but I don't have those. We have Frozen 2's Dangerous Secrets, a story of Iduna and Agnar by Mary Makusa. It's the only one I have of Mary Makusa besides that other one that she wrote about Frozen. And then we have, from here onto the next bookshelf, we have the Nina Wilde and Eddie Chase series by Andy McDermott. The Hunt for Atlantis. The Tomb of Hercules, which I have read for you guys on this channel. Then we have The Secrets of Excalibur, The Sacred Vault, The Covenant of Genesis, The Pyramid of Doom. And I just remembered that I didn't count how many of those books on that other bookshelf that I have read for you guys. I've not read. You know, that sucks. But we'll do that real quick, and then we'll get back to this. I am the most forgetful person on this planet, okay? Actually, let's just finish this one. Empire of Gold. Return to Atlantis, which it does that a lot. The Valley of Prophecies. Kingdom of Darkness. Oh my gosh. Would you stop being so ridiculous? The Revelation Code. The Midas Legacy. King Solomon's Curse. That's all from this bookshelf. Off from this bookshelf, what I have not read is 1, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. There's 16 books there. Now from that one bookshelf, I forgot to tell you. Have a look at my bookshelves. 1, 2, 3, 4, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36. Alright. Bookshelf 10, 36 books. 36 books off in bookshelf 10. That's quite a lot. This one's only dark because of the books on it. We have a Hershey's Kisses speaker. And a Butterberry Rich had candy in it, but now doesn't. The rest of the Andy McDermott series. Let's put them out that I have so far. There's another one coming out. Another 2 books, actually. I can't pick them up anymore until I have read the last book in the series that I have, which is this one here. So we have the Resurrection Key, the Spear of Atlantis, and the Temple of the Skulls. So I have to read this one in order to be able to get the rest of them. There's a lot. Andy McDermott has a lot. I think there's like 19 books out now. Maybe 20. I don't know. Twilight. New Moon. The Short Second Life of Bree Tanner. Eclipse. Breaking Dawn, which are all part of the original Twilight saga. All in Bella Swan's POV. Look, you are not working right. Midnight Sun, which is an Edward Cullen's viewpoint. This one here is encompassing majority, I think, all of Twilight and New Moon. I think that's what it encompasses. Gravitation's Voice of Temptation and the novel, Gravitation's the novel, by Maki Murakami. I did have the series for the manga volumes for Gravitations, but I got rid of them. I think I'm going to go ahead and get them, rebuy them, including the EX if there's any of that to buy. So I have the complete edition collection. Makiko's Diary, A Merchant Wife in 1910 Kyoto, as translated by Kazuko Smith. This is actually written by Nakano Makiko. Oh my gosh. Book 1 of the Gods and Monsters series, The Book of Azrael by Amber V. Nicole. Now, all but one book of the Garth Nix series, the Keys of the Kingdoms, is on here, which is a little sad. So, the first one is Mr. Monday, Grim, Drowned Wednesday, Sir Thursday, Lady Friday, Superior Saturday. Now, for you, I have not read 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 books off of this. One book. This is the only one I read off from this shelf for you guys. That's it. That's all that she wrote. All that I read for you guys. This shelf is not very lit up either. But we have Bellatrix Lestrange's Wand and Skull Mask. And of course, Donald Duck from Kingdom Hearts 3 in Toy Story World. Mystery bags. You don't actually get to choose what you get out of the mystery bags. The last book in the Garth Nix Keys of the Kingdoms, Lord Sunday. I read these stuff in high school. I actually read up to a certain one, and I wanted to finish reading it because, I wanted to know what happened. I may or may not keep the series. I'm not officially sure if I want to or not, but we'll see. Now, this series is definitely question marked, as whether or not I will keep it, and there is a valid reason for that. would you books go over and make room? You're gonna fall, of course. So this series here, as you can see, it is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 book series about a Feral Warriors novels by Pamela Palmer. I have read Desire Untamed and Obsession Untamed, and I did not really like how they treated the women in certain aspects of it. So I'm giving it Passion Untamed. When I go to read this one, if I don't like the way that is going, I will unhaul the entire series. Because at that point, I have given it 3 tries, and I'm not going to give it a 4th try. 3rd time's a charm. So if the 3rd one makes me want to read the rest, I'll read the rest. If it makes me not want to, then I'm not going to do it. I'm just not. And it has to do with sexualization in nature, on how the women are treated, somewhat in the very beginning of their courtship with the Feral Warrior. So if the 3rd one does not interest me at all, then I'm just going to unhaul the entire series. Because by that time, I have given it 3 tries. This is a translated book I read in college. My Name is Red. I enjoyed it. I will read it again for you guys, and I will not unhaul it because I enjoy the mystery, because it's a mystery. It's a mystery, and I enjoyed it, and I'm not unhauling it. It's by Orhan Pamuk, by the way. The Games Gods Play by Abigail Owen. And The Things Gods Break. I'm pretty sure this is the Crucibles and is a duology. I'm not sure if there's actually going to be more. I really, really enjoyed The Games Gods Play, and I can't wait to read The Things Gods Break. And if I like it, I probably want more out of it, because, like, Abigail Owen surprised me. I enjoyed it. Of course, I picked it off based off from a YouTuber that I was watching called Elizabeth Wheatley. She recommended it, and so because she liked it, enjoyed it, and I'm hoping to like Elizabeth Wheatley's books as well. The Same Sea is another translated book by Osmos Oz. I'm pretty sure it was an adventurous book, and I wanted to keep it for that reason, to read it for you guys. Now, I don't remember a lot of stuff about it, so if it does not appeal to me the same way it did in college, I will probably unhaul it after I read it for you guys. But I don't have a lot of translated books on my bookshelf, and I kind of like having translated books on my bookshelf, especially from different places and different people. You know, I don't know, it makes me seem more cultured, I guess. Now, this is part of the Inheritance series, Inheritance Cycle series, with the newest book that I actually haven't read, because I read all these when they came out. So, yes, I have read all but the last one. No, I've not read them all for you guys, but I will want to. Now, the movie was trash. So, if you're basing this series off of the movie was trash. Don't base off of the movie. Read the books, okay? So you have Aragon, Eldest, Bersinger, Inheritance, and Murtagh. Murtagh is actually the one that recently came out. It's technically a side story within the series, but Murtagh was important throughout the series, so reading that is going to be very, very interesting, and I can't wait to officially get my hands on reading these for you guys, because I definitely enjoyed them. And they're like one of my hard copies that I want to keep. I'm not going to get rid of these hard copy series. I'm going to keep it hard copy, because that's just the way I want it. Okay. Wither's Legacy is a Wendy Ward novel, and it's the last one in the Wendy Ward novel series by John Passarella. I read the first 2, and they were okay. They've already been unhauled. One of my sisters took the book because it sounds interesting to her, and I'm probably going to give this one to her if she still wants it next time I see her, after I read it, of course. And then we have The Westing Game by Ellen Raskin. I don't remember if this is actually a translated novel or not, but I read it in college, and I thought it was interesting because it's a mystery crime novel. For some reason, I couldn't remember what that is. This is the 5th book in the Chronicles of the Avatar, and the 1st book in the Roku series by, this one's by Randy Rigby. The other ones are by F.C. Yee, which you'll see towards the end. The 2nd book is supposed to be coming out December 30th, so I will have that in January. Sometime in January. That's why there's actually a gate here. It's for that book, for when it comes out. And then these are the 5 books of Percy Jackson, which of course obviously hate my guts and decides to fall. So we have Percy Jackson and the Olympians of the Lightning Thief by Rick Riordan. That's the 1st book. We have the Titan's Curse, and we also have the Sea of Monsters, which is the 2nd and 3rd book. Well, the 2nd is the Sea of Monsters. The 3rd one is the Titan's Curse. The 5th one is The Last Olympian, and then the 4th one is the Battle of the Labyrinth, and then The Last Olympian for the 5th one. Do I have the other one? No, that's it for these. That's it for those. From this book, what I have not read for you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. So there's 23 from this bookshelf that I have not read for you guys. We will go more in depth. Well, actually, we're just going to do a counter thing, because I actually don't remember how many books I have not read for you guys. So that's going to be an interesting time for me. Another bookshelf that doesn't have very good lighting. I don't have good lighting because I don't have room in my bedroom for shit. So this is Ginny Weasley's wand with her Patronus. I don't really care for Ginny Weasley. I was actually trying to get somebody else's. Mystery boxes suck. This is some weird button dude. I don't know where the fuck I got him from. He's a spin master? I don't know. I don't even know where his companion went, because I had a companion for him. I don't know where it went. I'm going to blame my nephew for that, because he likes playing with them, and he up and vanished them. More books by Rick Riordan. This is the Heroes of Olympus series. So I have the Lost Hero, the Son of Neptune, the Heroes of Olympus, the Mark of Athena, the House of Hades, and of course the Blood of Olympus. I don't have any more by him, but I do plan on, if I enjoyed that series and this series, to get more by him. My freaking God, would you just... I hate how... I know these are not tight, so go the fuck in there. Okay? I have the Divergent series. Divergent, Allegiance, and Insurgent, and Allegiant by Veronica Roth. I have not seen the movies. I have not read it. I didn't even know this was supposed to be large print. So that's a little weird that I have this large print one when I picked it up. I'm pretty sure I bought it, but I didn't know it was large print. I didn't even know what large print meant. That's the only one I have. This one I also picked off. I think I bought Insurgent, and the Divergent and Allegiant I got from a used bookstore. The Harry Potter series. Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone, Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets, Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban, Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire. These books are all old, so you'll have to excuse the fact a lot of them are actually trying to fall apart. I've read for you guys up until the Goblet of Fire, I'm pretty sure. Or did I read the Order of Phoenix for you guys? I don't know. Anyways, Harry Potter and the Order of Phoenix, Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince, and Harry Potter and Deathly Hallows. I'm pretty sure I haven't read the Order of the Phoenix for you guys. Pretty sure we have only gotten up to the Goblet of Fire, which was the Triwizard Tournament. Then there is the Tales of the Beetle and the Bard, which is like classic wizarding children's stories of fantastic beasts and where to find them, and Quidditch Through the Ages, which is of course technically by J.K. Rowling, but Newt Scamander in the universe wrote this one, and Kennelly Worthy Wisp wrote this one in the in-universe. So I'm putting them here because they're technically J.K. Rowling's. This one is A Frozen Heart by Elizabeth Mixkit. It's a Frozen book. This is Lout of the Count's Family by Ryo Han. Book 1, I've actually read the manhwa of some of this, and I wanted to read the actual book. I've actually stopped reading the manhwa because I want to read this, purely this, because that, and I don't have money to read on Tapas. There's only a few books left on this bookshelf, so we're going to take these out and read them to you as we're shoving them back in the bookshelf. So you have, this is the Jill Kismet series. You have Night Shift, Hunter's Prayer, Redemption Alley, Flesh Circus, Heaven's Spite, and Angel Town, all by Lilith St. Crow. And then we have Dark Water by Sharon Sala. She also wrote under the pseudonym of Dina McCall, the Jackson Rule, and I did like that one, so I'm hoping I like this one too. And when I got it, I didn't even know that that's what they were, that she was a pseudonym for that. When I got Dark Water, it just sounded interesting. Romance, suspense, you know. So, off from this bookshelf, how many have I not read? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 23. Is that 23 books? We're almost done. We're getting there. We're getting there. Bad lighting. I'm sorry. I just have a bunch of bad lighting. Better lighting. The best lighting I can get you. This is Sokka. No, Avatar. The Legend. Avatar The Last Airbender. This is Link from Link's Awakening. It's an amiibo. Yes, that's what I have. Mistborn and the Well of Ascension. This is actually the Final Empire. I don't know why it's called Mistborn, but it's part of the Mistborn series. But it's also part of the Cosmere series by Brandon Sanderson. I was told that this is the easiest way to get into Brandon Sanderson's series, so that's what I have done for you guys. The next one is 13 Hollows by Michael Scott and Colette Freeman. The reason why it's here in the S's is because Scott comes first. His name is first. Sorry. The Gossamer Year is a diary of a noblewoman of the Heian Japan. Translated by Edward Schneidnitsticker or something like that. I don't know. The rest of this bookshelf is Darren Shan. Oh my god. I am dying. I hate being on the ground bookshelves. Oh no. Oh no. Why are you not standing on your own? There we go. So you have Birth of the Killer, Ocean of Blood, Palace of the Damned, and Brothers to the Death. This is a prequel to the Darren Shan saga, the saga of Lartin Crisply. I've read the Darren Shan saga, and it was really good. So I wanted to get the background of Lartin Crisply and why he was the way he was, the prickly bastard. I read all but the last one, so I'm excited to get to that. And then I'll be able to sit there and read the Darren Shan Creature Freak saga for you. So there's a lot. Okay, there's a lot. You have a Living Nightmare. You have The Vampire's Assistant. You have Tunnels of Blood and Vampire Mountain. That's the first 4 books. This is my only one that looks different. Unfortunately. I'm not buying a new one. It still fits in with the aesthetic. A little bit. Trials of Death. The Vampire Prince. Hunters of the Dusk. Allies of the Night. Killers of Dawn. Killers of the Dawn. That's 5 through 9. Oh my gosh. My arm is killing me doing this. The last 3 books. The Lake of Souls. Lord of the Shadows, and Sons of Destiny. This is a 12-book series. Let me tell you. It was long. The Diamanata series is only 10 books long. So we have Lord Loss, Demon Thief, Slaughter, Beck, Blood Beast, Demon Apocalypse, Death Shadow, Wolf Island. Sorry, I'm trying to see myself what the names are because I can't see them. Dark Calling, and of course the last one is Hell's Heroes, I believe. Yeah, Hell's Heroes. The last 2 are the only ones I have in hardcover as well. That's not all of the Darren Shan I have. I'm only missing like 1 series from Darren Shan. So we have Gellert Grindelwald's wand, which is also Albus Dumbledore's wand, which is the older wand, which came from Harry Potter. Harry also had it. Then we have Zelda and Lothwing from Skyward Sword amiibo. Oh, right. We also added that one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 16, 26 books off from that bookshelf that we have not read. From this one will be different. So, The Thin Executioner by Darren Shan. This is one I'm also reading for you in January. The Hour of the Pumpkin Queen by Megan Shepherd is actually the sequel to the Long Live the Pumpkin Queen. Alice in Wonderland, in Zombieland, through the zombie glass. This is the last one I'll be reading for you for January, so you'll get to know about that. Queen of the Hearts and Mad Zombie Party is all part of the Rabbit Chronicles, I believe that's what it's called. Yeah, it's the White Rabbit Chronicles. That's what this is part of. It's a 4-book series. Now, that's not the end of the Gina Showalter. I felt a little too much of Gina Showalter, and I shouldn't have bought all of these because I don't even know if I'm going to like all of them. Right? So, the first one is, like, in the Alien Huntress series. Which is Awaken Me Darkly, Enslave Me Sweetly, Ecstasy in Darkness, Seduce the Darkness, Savor Me Slowly, and Dark Taste of Rapture. This is all Alien Huntress series. I haven't actually started it, so I'm going to have to eventually start it to see whether or not I like this series, because if I don't, I can just get rid of all of these, unhaul them. This book actually has one book of hers in it, which is the Huntress. Yeah, so this has one of the Alien Huntress books in it, so that's why it's here. It's like a novella. Into the Darkness has a 3 sensual Lords of the Underworld series in it. Pretty sure that's all it is. No, there's yeah, that's about it, yeah. So, I've read the first one, which was the prequel, and then there's more. I did like it, so I'm going to continue on and try and read, like, The Darkest Night, which is the first one in the Lord of the Underworlds. Then you have The Darkest Kiss, The Darkest Pleasure, The Darkest Whisper, The Darkest Passion, The Darkest Lie, The Darkest Secret. On this bookshelf, there is still more to come for this. But on this, I've technically only read 2 books for you, because this one's not done. I have to read the last 2 out of that one. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, technically 20 if you count the 2 in here. So, that's that bookshelf. Moving on to the next bookshelf. Okay. So this is Newt Scamander Wand. And this is just Yu-Gi-Oh cards. That's all that's in here, is a bunch of Yu-Gi-Oh cards. The Darkest Surrender, The Darkest Seduction, The Darkest Craving, The Darkest Touch, The Darkest Torment, The Darkest Promise, The Darkest Warrior, and I'm pretty sure this is the last one, The Darkest King. That's the darkest. The Lords of the Underworld series. Okay, guys. Not as much light as we had earlier because it's further in the day because it died. It died. It purely died. So the last ones for the Gina Showalter. Book 1, The Heart of the Dragon. Book 2, The Jewel of Atlantis. Book 3, The Vampire's Bride. And Book 4, The Nymph King are all tales of Atlantis. That's what they are. You know, see? That's what they are. Yeah, that's the last of them. So, there we go. Now, Neil Shusterman had a series called The Scythe. This is book 1. It's my only one in soft paperback. And there's Thunderhead. Let me pull these two out. So, yeah, Thunderhead. And then we have The Toll. And then we have Gleanings. Now, I think Gleanings is like from stories from the Ark of a Scythe. So, it's about a scythe, but not about the two scythes that we have in the beginning of the Scythe series. So, I'm pretty sure these are like prequels to the Scythe world. But it came out like after. So I'm pretty sure that's what that is. I'm trying to make sure you guys can see everything. This one here, Omniscient Reader's Viewpoint by Sing Nuns and Song. It's kind of cute, as you can see. I had pre-ordered something and a little card for this came in, and I read what it was about online. I was like, oh, that sounds very interesting, so let me get the first book in it. Now I have to read it in order to be able to get the second one. The Fallen has like 2 books in it. Yes, I know this is a very beat up book by Thomas E. Snaigoski. It's at The Fallen and Leviathan, and I'm sure that's like 2 different books in here. Yeah, that's 2 different books in here. And then this one here, which is not any better. I did actually have originally 2 copies of this, perfectly good looking, but then somehow they vanished, and so I had to rebuy these, and I found them at a thrift store for this crappy ass looking thing. So The Fallen 2 has Airy and Reckoning. There's more. I just I don't know. I think there's like 5 altogether like these. So if I like The Fallen, and when I read it, I will of course continue the series. But if I don't like it, I will DNF the whole series and get rid of it, on haul. So The Fallen is like, I think this is about angels. Fallen angels? I'm not exactly sure. But stuff like that is cool. This is by Wendy Corsi Staub, Bone White. This I didn't know was a more than one book in the series. This is Mundy's Landing, Book 3. So this is the 3rd book in the Mundy Landing series. I don't know anything about Mundy Landing series or anything besides that. You know, it's fiction and it's supposed to be suspense. So, yeah. If I like it, I don't know. I don't know if I'd go back to get the first 2 or not. I probably won't. I just liked it because of the back of it. I didn't even read the front. Bram Stoker's Dracula. Why there's hair on that, I don't know. I will, of course, read this, and then I'll probably unhaul it, because I'm not really all that into Bram Stoker's. So I don't even know why I even hauled this in the first place. I mean, it is like the first Dracula ever to be said, but I'm just not really into it. So, this is called Gift in English, or Gifto. Gifto. Gifuto. And it is by Megumi Tachimori. It's also all in Japanese. So, unfortunately, I'll have to learn how to read Japanese before I can read this book. Or get a Google Translate so I can read it, take pictures of it, snap, and read it that way. I don't know what that is. What is that? That just appeared out of nowhere. Anyways, I'm keeping it. I don't care. It came from Japan. I bought it in Japan. I'm not getting rid of it. Then we have The Ember and Ashes, Book 1. And Book 2 is A Torch Against the Night by Sabaa Tahir. Now, this was okay. I don't know about this one. If I don't like this one, I'm unhauling. That's about all I can say about it, really. And these 3 books are part of the, whatever, I don't know, The Hobbit. So this is The Hobbit by J.R.R. Tolkien. We have The Lord of the Rings for the Fellowship of the Rings, and The Two Towers. I do have the 3rd one on the other bookshelf. These are, part of that. I've seen the movies. I want to read the books and compare. My mother had like a big ass book with like all 3 of them in it. I never read it. And this, unfortunately, even though it's like got tiny ass fucking writing, so it's going to be a little hard to do. Leather bound as it is with the little gold edges. This is actually my first sprayed edge ever. And a dog got to it and chewed it up. So that's why it's kind of as beat up as it is. But it's like my first sprayed edged, and I didn't really want to get rid of it. So if I read The Hobbit, like it, I will get. If I don't read The Hobbit and I don't like it, I'll get rid of it. If I read The Fellowship of the Ring and I don't like it, I'll get rid of it. Though I don't know what I wouldn't like about it, because, you know, I like the movies. So off from this shelf, everything but this. That's what it is. Probably like 20 some odd books. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. If you want to, 20, 21, 2, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28. So if we count this as 4 books, that's 28. If you count it as 1 book, it's 26. I want to count it as 2 books, because technically it is 2 books within it, not 1. So that's what we're doing. So, sorry, I'm trying to get it as bright as I can back here in this corner. We're almost done with this area, so light should get a little better. Maybe. More Yu-Gi-Oh cards in here. This one's actually got in packages and stuff. There's one of my special Dark Magicians in the front. This is Letta Lestrange's wand. Interesting, right? Not really. And there are actually 2 books missing from this bookshelf, and I'll explain those in a minute when I get to them. Oh, don't bend that. What are you doing? So this is the last one of the Lord of the Rings from J.R.R. Tolkien, The Return of the King. Make sure you can see that pretty good. You can. Okay. This is Dark Lover by J.R. Ward. It is part of the Black Dagger Brotherhood series. This one is Lover Awaken. This one's Lover Mine. And I think that's all I have of these. And I'm pretty sure there's more. But I don't know which one's... I think this is the very first one in the series. So... like... yes, because this is just a day to acknowledgence. So I think this is the very first one in the series. There's probably more that I don't have. Lover Avenged, Lover Enshrined, Lover Unbound, Lover Revealed, Lover Eternal. Lover Eternal is actually the second one in the series, and I don't have that one. So Lover Mine looks like it's the last one in the series. So yeah, that's gonna be something I'm gonna have to get my hands on. If I like Dark Lover, I'll have to obviously get the next one in the series. Also part of the same universe. This is part of the Black Dagger universe, Black Dagger Legacy series. Blood Kiss, Blood Fury, Blood Truth, and Blood Vow. Now, I'm pretty sure I have all of these. Blood Kiss and Blood Vow is what it says on this one. So is Blood Truth. Blood Truth doesn't have anything, so I don't know. That's the hard part about these. You just don't know. Blood Kiss, Blood Vow, Blood Fury. So this one would be Blood Fury, Blood Vow. So this one might actually be like the fourth one in the series. You can never tell with these, but it's shared by J.R. Ward as well. This one is by Lawrence Watt Evans. So it's a trilogy called The Annals of the Chosen, The Wizard Lord, The 9,000, The Summer Palace. I've already read these two for you. I'm going to be reading that one for you eventually, one day. This is Night by Ellie Wesley. It is a non-fiction. It is actually about a Jewish person in a Nazi camp and all the suffering that he went through, losing his family, his friends, and his innocence. Then we have Dangerous Assassin, the series, in the first novel, by Elizabeth Wheatley. We have Dangerous Outlaw, Dangerous Traitor, Dangerous Sorceress, and the last one for the True series, which is not like a side novel or nothing, Dangerous Empress. Okay, this Bastard's Honor by Elizabeth Wheatley is part of the Dangerous series. It's just its own standalone novel for it. And then her newest book, for the Wrath and the Reaping series, not the newest, but the newest one I have, Tears of the Wolf. I don't have Oath of the Wolf because I never should have gotten all of these without knowing whether or not I liked the first one. So I'm not buying Oath of the Wolf until I've read this one and decide whether or not I liked it. Fourth Wing and Iron Flame, both of which I have read for you, but I have not bought Onyx Storm yet because this is the version I want. What? For the books yet, unfortunately. So that's why there's like a gap here. It's supposed to be for Onyx Storm, whenever I can get my hands on it. So, yeah, yay. Okay. We have The Rise of Kyoshi, The Shadow of Kyoshi. These are the first 2 books in the Kyoshi series, which is only a duology by FCE, but it's also for the Chronicles of the Avatar, the first 2 in it. Then we also have The Dawn of Yang Chen and The Legacy of Yang Chen. This is the only one of FCE's of the Chronicles of the Avatar that I haven't read, even though The Reckoning and The Awakening of Roku are out. Well, Reckoning will be out soon. So, yeah, I've still got 3 more. Maybe more will come out. Who knows? This is Joyful Reunion, Book 1 by Fei Tian Yi Zhang. I don't remember what this is about, but I read the back of it and I thought it sounded interesting, so I got it. Same with this one, Legend of Exorcism by the same person, Fei Tian Yi Zhang, author known as Elize Zhang as well. So there you go. Right here is supposed to be the first book in Heaven's Official's Blessing, but my niece has that book, so I can't show it to you. But the only other 2 on this bookshelf is Volume 2 and Volume 3. Naturally, that's what we have here. So, off from this bookshelf of what I have not read for you, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, technically 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. That's not too bad. Not too bad at all. Now time to do this little bookshelf. One. Say hi. It's bright. It is now a very bright bookshelf. This is very good. This is Heaven's Official Blessings, the rest of them, all 8 of them. We are just going to pull them out. That way we can go in and show you to them one at a time. Without getting in the way of the lighting, obviously. So here's book 4. Here's book 5. Here is book 6. Here is book 7. And of course, book 8. So, I have not read any of these, so that's what? 5 books not read. And yes, there's a reason why they're the only ones on this bookshelf. Because I ain't got no other books to put on it. Why? Because the next one down has only 1 book on it. Because at the moment, it's the only book I want on it. It's, obviously, Christopher Paolini's Murtaugh Special Edition. And then, of course, down here is the special editions for Heaven's Official Blessing. Now, if you've been watching my channel and my unboxings and everything like that, my unboxing book hauls, you would have seen me unhaul all of these lovely beauties in my excitement for them. I guess I can show you what they look like. Gotta be careful now. I don't want to ruin these ones. So, let's move you back just a little bit further. Yeah. So there's book 1. There's its sprayed edge. It's sprayed edge makes an image. I don't have all of them, so I'm not going to display them until I have all of them. And on top of that, also, I don't have any place to really showcase them besides in this little corner. That's the sprayed edge. It's quite beautiful. And now it's dark. Sorry. I like that this bookshelf is going to be able to hold every single one of these books and only one of every single one of these books. But I can't wait until I can display it properly. Because I definitely want to display these properly. I don't actually know how I want to display them. Do I want to display them by the beautiful covers? By their beautiful spines? Or by those beautiful sprayed edges? Because, like, that's a question to ask. Right? Just look how gorgeous these fucking... just so gorgeous. Like, I just don't know what else to say about them. Besides the fact that they're gorgeous and I keep knocking over my light. I can't wait until the last one comes out. Because it'll fit right smack dab here. Might have a little space, but that'll be okay. Alright, this lovely shelf here. I'm not pulling these out. Except for maybe these back here. So let's switch this over here for a second. So these are 4 Japanese novels. I don't know what any of them are, to be honest. But I just wanted to show you them real quick. And this one is actually about a legend for a mountain area. I don't remember exactly where I got it, but yeah. This is the novelization of Detective Conan's 14th movie. Oh, fuck. What was it called? The Black Raven Chasers? No. It was something. I forgot what it was called. But it's a really good movie about the black organization. Yeah. This is a random Naruto BL love shit. That's what that is. It's got a lot of random small ass stuff in it. I've looked at them. I don't understand Japanese, so it makes no sense to me. This is also Naruto stuff in Japanese. I don't understand any of it either. Not at all. Then we have the first volume of Beyblade. The first 5 volumes of Bleach. And on this one, we could only fit the first 5 volumes of Fake. There's more than that. Also sitting on this lovely shelf is a picture of my lovely mother back when she was a teenager with her handwriting inside of it. Because I miss her every fucking day. This one has this lovely Hogwarts. Hogwarts is my home thing. Don't ask. I honestly don't know. These are the last 2 for the Fake. Tsunami Mato. I should really have all of Tsunami Mato up here. But I go by alphabetical orders for some reason with the first initial of the series. I should really go by alphabetical order by author's last name. I really should. But doing that would be a little complicated because then it would be like it would have what are the Bleach first. We actually have Beyblade, and then you'd have like number 6, and then you would have Detective Conan. And that's like a break. You'll see. So this here is all of the Fate Finder series that I have. It's BL 1 through 14. 14 just came out recently. So there's that. On this shelf here, we have the original 3 Gundam Wing, along with my lovely conch shell that's sitting there. This is a lovely Gundam Wing 1, 2, 3 that initially came out. I can't wait until the others that I get my hands on the other ones for that coincide with like the anime and shit and gives out more detail. Hikari no Go by Yumi Hato and Takeshi Obata 1 through 4. I have to get the rest of them. Obviously, I liked it because I love the anime. And then 1 through 11 of Jungo Romantica, which is another BL by Shungiku Nakamura. To continue that theme, we are down here in this one, which has the last Jungo Romantica, as well as a picture of my grandfather as a air pilot in the army. We have the only Naruto that I have, which is number 28. I got to get one. Number 6, which is like a BL novel as well. 1 through 9 by Atsuko Asano and Hinoki Kino. This is also a dystopian. It's like the only dystopian that I have. Like the world is destroyed and people are living in a safe, lovely bubble. Then we have a Sailor Moon, this is a Naoko Teuchi collection for Pretty Guardian Sailor Moon.
I'm about to hang up on Susan because...
And then we have the first 4 a solo leveling manhwa by Chugun by Dubu Oridai Studio.
You said you would rather have my wife come live with you than me.
And then we have 5 through 13 of this as well. We are missing number 14 that is supposed to be coming at some point. But you gotta admit, it does have some hot fucking anime drawing looking shit in here. I mean, like, whew. This is also a old military compass. Why do I have an old military compass? I don't know. I don't know anything in my life. The beginning after the M is another Tapas evolved book from Yang Press that's been made by Turtle May. Art is by Fuyuki 23, and it's 1 through 4. Then we have Until the Full Moon and At the Full Moon Volume 1. So this is Volume 1 and 2 of Until the Full Moon. This is a sequel to it, At the Full Moon. I'm actually waiting for the second one to come in. It was already supposed to have arrived. It hasn't, unfortunately, so I'm still waiting for it, but it's all by Sanami Mato. It's about a guy who can transform into a woman on the full moon because his mother's werewolf descendant DNA genes used to be an all-male clan that just had males, and one of them would turn into a female so the clan could continue. I don't know how that's going to work. He's half vampire, half werewolf that can turn into a female with no other discernibilities. Then we have the one Yu-Gi-Oh! The Duelist one by Kazuki Takahashi. And then we have the Yu Yu Hakusho Volumes 1 through 8 by Yoshihiro Tagashi. Also, we have an opened Loftwing and Zelda amiibo. Why? Because I bought 2 to open one. That's why.
Josh can only count to 2.
Oh.
What a loser.
Wrong.
Where's my number at?
This here is Heaven's Official Blessing art book. Am I going to pull it out? No. You want to read it? Want to see what it's like? Go watch my last book haul of the year for 2025. You'll find it there. me opening it and looking at it and all that lovely jazz. And over here, then this is like extras. Okay. Don't mind all this hair down here. My cat is very hairy and I don't dust often. So these are the first 2 Japanese novels of Detective Conan. Look how small they look. Isn't that something? That has the original language in it. This is the original Finder. You're my live prize in Binding Cage, which is basically the Finder. I have 3 of them. They're all in Japanese. I found them while I was in Japan. So all these 5 came from Japan as well. Here is my How to Train Your Dragon first book, Cressida Crowell, with the movie 3 cover, and my lovely Bible, which is the bookmark in it somewhere, by Tyndale. Now, if you're asking yourself if that's it, no. We still have one more area to cover. Up here, you have Case Closed, volumes 1 through 16. And then you have more down here, 17 through 38. As you can see, it's huge. There's a Goofy from Toy Story, Kingdom Hearts game. There's Sora, of course, from the Monster High game. He's also got a band, past, present, future writer on it. There's Vanitas with volumes 49 through 54. Also a puppy here. You see him? He's just squished in there to make sure the books don't fall down the side of the cracks. Because I'm very bad at this whole home project thing. And then we have, I don't remember what Heartless that is, but whatever. We have 55 through 69 with a lovely penguin on the side there. And we have Sora in his Toy Story form in Kingdom Hearts with 70 through 87 here with Glaceon squished in right there. And down here, which is the last of it, that's a little thing I got from a, what's it called? Wedding. I don't know what exactly it is, but it's from a wedding. With volumes 88 to 96. 97 just came up for pre-order, so I'm going to be pre-ordering that. I don't know how long it's going to take. And then there's an Eevee just hanging out there. So that is my bookshelf tour. My bookshelf does shift throughout the year. These don't usually stay on the same shelf a lot of the times. When I'm buying books and I have to reorganize them, the books either move forward, or when I'm unhauling, the books move back. Give me a like, a comment, or even your lovely subscription if you enjoyed my bookshelf tour. I promise you, I'm a professional at this, maybe? I don't know. I don't think I am. But if you guys like this, leave me a lovely comment. Leave a lovely comment, like, or your subscription down below. I appreciate every bit of it. It helps me out in making myself feel loved. Well, making me feel like I'm giving you guys something that you enjoy watching. Just like I enjoy watching BookTube and my BookTube stuff. But you know, and if you think at any point I should, I don't know, change how I do my reading, like mix up my haru, let me know. We can think about it. Although I think my system works great right now. What's going to happen this upcoming year in January, where 1 month I'm just reading all the colors in haru, then the next month it's all the white ones until I get rid of all the white ones, and then it's just series, because after I get done all the white ones, haru will just have colors in them, and I might just add in white to keep up the color combination in that, so that way it'll just be like pick and then series, pick and then series, so that way like I'm continuing my series, but I'm also continuing everything else at the same time, while also excluding the current color that I'm on, clipping out, such as currently yellow. So it helps me out a lot, I guess. Anyways, I will see you guys next illusion.